Hello everyone, good evening. Welcome to TheCrankJOnkie show this week. Sorry I haven't been on for a few days. I've been busy. I didn't play Renee yesterday because I was out. And I've been busy. I've been carrying on sorting this house out. Not finished yet, it's still a work in progress. It's going to take a while to get really properly sorted, but we're getting there. Slowly and surely. Slowly but surely with it in there, aren't we? Come. Come on then. I've got a pussycat. Come on. Come say hello. He only just came home yesterday though, so he's a bit he can't remember the organ maybe. He's sat on the stairs at the minute. Let's see if he comes down through the show. That'll play your song today. we are. Hello, good afternoon, everybody. I got my laptop over there by the stairs, so I'm going to pick it up because my eyesight's not so good. So let's see what you say to me. Hope you like that roll. It's called Siemens Leader roll. That next time when we meet up, you bring your roll back you've got in your organ. Oh, this one, the Siemens Leader. I will try to bring it if I can remember. You might have to remind me. Amsterdam, nice. Amsterdam, Strijorgel. Strijorgel. You would say orgel, right, rather than orgel, is that right? Not very good with the pronunciation there. Just imagine, this was the best thing in mobile music till records came out. Exactly, this is the old style. This is how music was brought to the masses for people who couldn't afford to go to big concerts and big concert venues, like watching the concerts of poor people who couldn't afford, and they were on the streets or in the poorhouses. They would have mechanical organs. The small street organs. Let's see if I can rewind under here. Don't why you can't stop watching because it's addictive, isn't it? It's the same with cranking. I can't stop cranking because I'm addicted to that cranking there. Don't forget to like everyone. Yes, please do. Thank you there, Aaron Dumb. This is called a music box or something. Yes, it is. Sorry, my eyesight's not so good. I've not got my setup completely yet because I just moved house a week ago and I haven't got a place for my laptop or computer yet, so I'm having to just grab hold of my laptop and keep it on the stairs whilst I play. And I can't rewind it and look at the chat at the same time, it's impossible, so let me get that roll rewound and then I will read the chat and then I'll play another piece of music for you. There we go. Right, there's the roll done. So that's one thing out of the way. He plays in your head when dealing with some people. Ah, okay. Metal plays in your head most of the time. You're the only crank organ I've seen on YouTube. Really? There are others, but live show wise, I think I'm probably the only one that does it on YouTube. You need a scary costume to wear. Ah, what sort of scary costume would you like to wear? How in the world did they build this thing? It's playing non-stop. So how they built this? My organ was built by a company called Raffin, based in Überlingen, southern Germany, and Joseph Raffin, who is the maker of the organ, he's unfortunately died now, but when he was alive he was making the organs between 1960 and the organs were being made all the way up till when he died. And there are still other organ builders or Orgelbauers in German who are making street organs nowadays. There's still companies making them. De Leica is one notable company still making organs in Germany. And there's also Christian Wittmann who's making them in Austria. And we have a few different people making them all over the place still. And we still have plenty of people who know how to fix these organs, even if it's not a street organ. They have church organ builders. They're all the similar type. As for music, kinds of music I've got on this, I've got all kinds of different types of music, all the way from older music to newer music. So I'll play you something a bit more newer. Let's see if you know it. Just to find the roll now. I know I put it somewhere. There it is. Right. Play this one for you now. See if you know this. I haven't played this one for a while. I haven't been able to play my rolls because I was homeless for 2 months. that while my home rolls were in storage. But now I have them all back and I can play them. So let's have a look. This one was highly requested when I wasn't able to get my rolls. Now I have it back and I can play it again. So if you recognise this song from the band Queen. Brilliant! Don't stop me now. Hope you like it. Hope you enjoy that one. I feel rude bending down there to read you. Halloween in 2 days. Yes, that's right. You have not seen one since 1976. You remember hearing something similar in Germany in 1760. How old are you if you remember 1760? What instrument is this? Yeah, like the classical section more. Yeah, we make all kinds of music for this organ. We can play all sorts of things, even though it's only 20 notes. So I've got modern music, I've got all classical music, I've got everything in between. I also arrange music for this string organ and others of this same scale, and also a couple of times in the 31 note scale. So this organ was playing a role right there, which is like a piano roll, which is like with holes in it, like you might see from an old piano. This is where Queen is. So that's my organ plays these roles to tell it what to play. But I also have another way of my organ telling you what is going to be played, and that is I can use. Let's change that a bit. I can use my iPad to tell my organ what to play, because my organ is fitted with a MIDI system and Bluetooth. So then you can play any songs from here that you like to play. So like here is a song from classical music, The Waltz of the Flowers. Flora, or Waltz of the Flowers. Hope you enjoyed that one there. So I can play different types of music there. Lots of different, and I can also take requests as well. So if anyone has any requests, please tell me what you want me to play. You have this card. I do, but it's old. I don't use it so much. I use it more to comment on other people's Discord channels rather than on my own. Maybe I should make a Discord channel for my YouTube people. I don't know. That could be quite cool, actually. Maybe an idea to try. If a grand organ has a Bluetooth adapter, yeah, why not? Yes, it's actually playing on the iPad. No. Yeah, let's see. MIDI. So is it a real crank organ? Yes, it is. It plays paper music rolls as well. And then the iPad replaces the paper. How? Aha. Okay, so I tell you how it works then. So, whether I'm going to play a roll or a MIDI, I'm going to crank it, right? Because cranking action works the bellows for the air supply. There's the air supply. Here the air is pumped through a set of bellows to a holding tank, a reservoir of air. Now the air is going through the organ and comes out here at this keyframe. So there's on the top of the organ there's a bar, a metal bar with 20 holes in it, because mine's a 20-note hole organ. So when I'm playing the music rolls, this bar reads the music paper. There's one hole per note. So here is the music paper as an example. That tells the organ which notes to play on there. Because the air is trying to get out of the organ all the time. And if the paper is covering all the holes, no air can come out. But as soon as there's a hole in the paper, the air can come out of that particular channel, and the pressure drops from this air supply here. The pressure drops, which forces a change in the valve in the wind chest and lets the air come out of the pipe. And that's basically how I'm going to work this organ. So even if I don't use this paper roll, even if I just use my hand, there's my bare hand here on the organ. If I cover all the holes, nearly all of them, I can make it not play. As soon as I take my hand off somewhere, there is from my hand I can make the organ play. But it's not very musical doing that. That's why we use the music roll to do it. It's basic principle how the organ works. There's valves, it's a system of air pipes here. So with the MIDI system, the MIDI system is connected to these air hoses, and what you do here is block all the holes with this, so no air can come out of these holes, like there is paper all the way across. So you don't want anything coming out of this, so you can maintain the pressure. So there's the air pressure. And then the MIDI system has solenoids that open and close. The solenoids are opening and closing and mimicking what the music roll is doing, which is letting the pressure stay or letting the pressure be released, depending on the position of the solenoid. And these solenoids can be told what to do, either by, I have multiple ways of my solenoids being told what to do. I have an SD card player here that I can play it from this internal system here, or I have a Bluetooth receiver in my organ, and then my iPad can connect to the Bluetooth receiver in the organ, and my iPad can be telling my organ what to do. So even here, when I just have this plain screen, I can make the solenoids play. If I crank. And if I don't crank and do the same thing, eventually the organ runs out of air. And I can still make the solenoids work. Like that, there's no sound. Because for that I need air supply. So if I like there, there we go. The bellows is slowly running out like you're breathing out. As soon as it's run out of air, that's the note finish. So hopefully that explains to you how my iPad is controlling my organ. And I can also, if there's other organs who have a Bluetooth receiver, I can connect several organs to my iPad and play a whole row of them. I played a few weeks ago, I played 6 organs from my iPad. I wasn't physically playing, my friends were playing their street organs, but all of them were connected to my iPad. So we had 6 playing from one machine, from one iPad, and we could play, and everyone was playing together to make an organ choir, using the iPad to do that. So that was pretty cool. So hopefully that explains you. If you have any questions, please let me know if there is any more questions. But it is definitely a real crank organ. It's definitely got real pipes. It's not a fake organ. This cat or blue sky. I don't know blue sky. I know Discord though. You have the fanciest crank organ in the world. Even it has Bluetooth. Yes, my organ can do a lot of different things. And it's also probably one of the most well-travelled organs in the world as well, because I travel with this organ, and mind you, I don't drive. I take my organ on the cart, wheel it by the cart with things on it, and travel around England, and I also travel to other countries using the ferry, and foot passenger, walk on with my organ and walk off at the other side and get train on the European side of the water and go into Germany with my organ. So I think my organ is perhaps one of the most well-travelled hand-turned organs there are as well. Possibly. I don't know anybody who else has travelled so much on the train with their street organ as I have. So, do you want to a MIDI file or a music rolls? So the music rolls are the way the organ was originally made to play. The MIDI system was added later. But the MIDI allows me to take requests of music. So if you have any songs, ideas, you think, oh, that might sound good if it was played on the street organ, please do request me the song and I can see if it's in my library. I also arrange music for the street organ using my computer, make MIDI files, and from there the MIDI files can play on my organ, or the MIDI files can be sent to the punching machine and made into a music roll as well. That's how most of the time in nowadays is how music rolls and mechanical music is produced with a computer, making MIDI files and then send them to a mechanical automatic punching machine to make the music. But there are people who still punch in the music rolls by hand or by foot operated manual machines. More often than not, people are arranging the music with MIDI using a computer. So you didn't know it was a thing, and people always frank organs. We learned something new today. 2 months ago we played Floral Dance. I was on the 31 and you was on Monday. Can you play Pack the Bad House? Iron. I believe so. I believe I have that. I can have a look. Let me have a look here. Yes, there we go. Hope you enjoyed this song. There you go. Now, what we got here? You have a request. Nothing else matters. And you're from South Africa, by the way. Okay, let's see. Oh, that was the right song for you. There, wonderful, you'll say. Hello to you too. Das Probenstein. Hello, you're from Milano, Italy. Hello there. In Piper Demi, we did play Floral Dance 2 months ago. Now this Floral Dance is one that I arranged myself. So this is one of the pieces of music I arrange. So I arrange all my music by ear and by hand. So every note you hear or that you're about to hear on this arrangement, I hadn't put it there. I decided it would go there and put it together. So thereby I arranged this song. Now this is Floral Dance. So this is what Demi remembers us playing together when I met her a couple of months ago at one of our festivals. Floral Dance. There you go. Well, it's one from me that I arranged here. Musicians just keep better, getting better. How do you do it? Yeah, ice cream truck song. Thank you. Oh, you're welcome. And I've always had a talent for music, but I'm not always able to express it. So through ranging from mechanical organs, I can do a good job of it. Plus, I've played the drums for many years too. Long time, Shandy. How you been? Zeus? Is that Zeus from Call of Duty? My God, if it is, that's a long time since I've seen you. Hope you are okay. I'm good, thank you. Do you still play Call of Duty? Yeah, that's it. What else do you play? The Scotland the Brave? Yes, we did. Someone wanted, where? 76 trombones. Your friend, you only just come back to me. Oh, right, you had a break. I've not had a break. I'm always I play very regularly. So, let's have a look here. There you go, 76 trombone. Let me check the time. We're okay for time, I think. Yeah, don't hear from anyone no more, no? I'm trying to think, was it blues you played with? It was blues. Don't you hear from him anymore? I think he's still about on Call of Duty. They play with blues, Carl. That's what I remember you always played with him together. Thick as thieves. I think I remember that one. Now this is working. They work with a MIDI system currently and also music rolls. So I can play either one. Music rolls and MIDI system all together. Let's me pick a song here that I haven't played for a while. And this is another one I arranged. And it's one that Demi played for me the other day on a voice recording that I heard. She plays what I play on the organ. So this is one of my arrangements. Let's see if we know this one. International Airport, that one was called. Now, let me play here. Do you have a Wednesday theme? Pennywise tool in the early 1900s. The France, yeah, very Hollandish. Yeah. I have lots of different music on my organ. I have music from France. I have got music from Holland. Do I have Wednesday theme? I don't think so. I don't think I have any songs with Wednesday in the titles, but I could be wrong. No, I don't. I'm pretty well clued up on my file system and my roles to know what songs I have. I don't have anything with Wednesday in the title, sorry. Who else has got a request for me? Sorry, I get hold of my laptop because I don't have good distance vision. My vision is poor distance. You have Edith Path. Let's have a look. I do have one from her, probably the most famous one that she made. And I was only listening to this song the other day in the music discussion group that I went to on Monday, and we talked about different music. And this song came up, and I played it on the iPad, the original version. So now I play the crank organ version here. Non je regrette rien from Edith Piaf. Hope you like that song there. Yeah. There you go. From Mercier. How does it read the music notes like Braille? Mercier. You are welcome. Do I have Titty Bang Bang? Yes, I do. Read the music Braille? No, well, not really, because Braille is like raised notes. Braille is like paper with raised surface, so blind people can read letters. So with music roll, we don't have raised bumps in the paper, we've got holes in the paper. I guess someone who would be blind could raise the notes, because you can feel it when you push your hand across the roll, you can feel the notes, but I don't think you would be able to read it very easily with your hand like a braille. But it has the holes in it so that the organ can read this here, and then I have a MIDI system that basically replaces the job of the music roll. So I play rolls as well on my organ, I do both. But the MIDI system is also doing the same job as the rolls, which is making the air lose pressure or keep the pressure. So right here, it keeps all the pressure. But as soon as you open one of the valves, release the air, which you can do with a hole in the paper or with moving the solenoid away from the air supply, then you get then you get a note playing. In that case, all of the notes were playing. So I'm playing with Titty Titty Bang Bang. Here we go. Bang bang, how you like? Yeah. Good fun, isn't it? Yes, Piper Demi can read Braille because she is blind. So if you want to ask any questions about Braille or this, Demi is the expert. So good to see a nice channel as we self-implode here in the USA. I'm sorry to hear that. I hope to bring good things to you. I am wearing a USA t-shirt today. It has an American flag on it and a horse. That horse on it, the American flag type shirt that I have on today. So there we go. That was all. Is the music box. It's actually from about 1980, the mid 1980s. This one was made, but it was built as a roll-only player. So for most of this organ's the time on this earth, it played music rolls only. I had the MIDI system added when I bought the organ. Now it's time for Biomega Polka. Okay. Biomega Polka it is. This one. Do you want it on the roll or the MIDI? I don't know where the roll is at the minute. I have got the roll, but where is it? I look in the card very quickly, see if it's in the card. That one is. Yes, that one is there. Of course, it's the back of the roll, though. It's the last song on the roll. It would be. I'll play it on the roll for you. Why not? Something else for you. Let me just put that to the side neatly. Don't roll away. Thank you very much. No. Let's have a look. Get out. How's that? How does it come? And this one is a roll of my music here. Let's have a look. So I can wind forward very quickly on my organ. It's very good for that. And just let it go like that. Didn't know the last time, it doesn't take long to get there. There we go. Got it. Play it on the roll for you. Polka. Hope you enjoyed that one. Rito! Hello, nice to see you join us here on this fine Wednesday afternoon. Requested by a Mega Polka. Yeah, that was the same one. Then here, another one of my arrangements whilst you're here. One of the others off the roll, I just aligned it back further. So this one is called Portsmouth Hornpipe. There's another one of mine. Bosworth hornpipe. We enjoyed this one. Now organisms are There we go. Right, what's next? Let me see the time. 25 past, we're okay. Yeah, how marvellous! Thank you, Henry. You need marionette. Yeah, that would be good to have marionette. How did you learn to write music so well? Practice, I guess. I've always have had a good ear for music. Ever since I was small, like when I was 5, I could play music back that I heard. So like, it's always been something I could do. So if I heard, obviously at that age it was only a melody, but whatever music I hear, I can play it back on an instrument quite instantaneously. Which apparently, from what I understand, not a lot of people can do that. I just seem to hear it, I remember what goes together, I remember what sounds good, I collect information about music whenever I listen to it, unconsciously without thinking about doing that, and store it in my mind. So when I hear a song like this Portsmouth Hornpipe, I didn't hear this arranged like it was. I listened to the Micah Oldfield version of Portsmouth Hornpipe when I arranged this, just to get an idea of the melody and how it went together. But then I made it my own. I made my own things up on top of it. Nobody's really taught me how to arrange music. I've picked up various little tips as I've gone on when I've watched other people's rolls, or look at the MIDI files and learn information such as how big the gaps should be between the notes, and practice and trial and error with things like that, and just listening and, I don't know, trying to learn it, pick it up. I don't think I'm the best arranger that ever lived, but I've only been doing it for 2.5 years. Yes, I think I started in the March of 2023 was the first time I arranged a song for a street organ, and I can play something of my early work to you, and you'll see how far I've come with my arranging work. I'll play one of my earlier pieces that I arranged. Let me have a look here and pick one thing off my list here and have a look at what of the old arrangements that I did. That's one of the older ones. Trying to think now where my really old ones. That's one of my old ones there, and so is that one. That's a really hard song to arrange on 20 notes, so I think I was very brave to try and arrange that on 20 notes. I'll play it for you if you want. I'm trying to find one of my old ones that's a good representation of my earlier work. I think probably this one is one of my earliest pieces that I made. One of the first ever arrangements I did was this one. Yeah, so that was Greensleeves, which is one of my earliest pieces there. Trying to look here. What else? I think this was one of my early pieces as well that I tried to do. I think I was very brave to do this one. So this one is a rock song. Everyone knows this song. So this is an early piece. I think I could probably go back in there with this now and make it better than this, but do I want to? Or not really, because it shows how far I've come along my journey. So this one is a song you might know. you can hear, maybe I can hear it now where the gaps are too short. Like you don't hear the note clearly from one to the next because the gap's too short. And some of the notes are too short. I can hear all of that now, whereas at the time I thought, well, shit, I can't do any better than that. Now I look and I find all the mistakes. But that was one of my earliest, my early work is full of those kind of mistakes where the gaps are not set correctly and things like that. Yeah. Are you German or British? Just asking. I'm British. I'm from England. Love that. Bon Jovi, yeah. You listen to a preview of that on Ian's page. Yeah. I think I probably do need to tidy it up a little bit, even if I don't do a 2025 version of it, which I could do, and get rid of the other one. This might be an option because nobody gets this old version, but I don't blame them because it's full of errors. So maybe I'll think about it. If I could be persuaded to update this arrangement and make it a better 2025 version or 2026, depending when I get to it. Is there a MIDI involved? Yeah. So it plays by MIDI rolls and by MIDI files which control the pipe valves. Yeah, that's it. Because all the valves in the organ are controlled by air pipes. There's air pipes coming on here. So when I crank like that makes air. So the bellows makes air into the reservoir here. And the air goes to the wind chest, which is like another point in the chest, which has valves in it, and also has air tubes coming off the top of it. The tubes here that get filled with air as you crank, and the air tries to get out of these holes here in the tracker bar. The air is trying all the time to get out here. If the music roll here, when the paper goes over all these holes, you get no sound. As soon as there's one hole get in the paper over one of these holes, this drops the pressure. The air comes and escapes out of here, and this forces a change in the valve chest and lets the air go out of the pipe instead of going just into the air and the atmosphere. That's how it works with the music roll. And then with the MIDI system it's similar. In my organ, all these air pipes that connect to this tracker bar, these air pipes are split. So there's an air pipe, instead of the air pipe going from the tracker bar straight down to the wind chest, which is normal in a role playing organ, in mine there's an air pipe goes here to a solenoid, and this solenoid is electronically controlled by the MIDI system, and it will open and close. So in one position it will keep the air tight in here and won't let the air escape. In another position it will let the air escape, like the music roll lets the air escape by having a hole in it. In the solenoid it just opens and the air can escape out of the air pipe instead, and this solenoid is then connected again at the other side with an air tube from there down to the wind chest. So it's just a connection added to along the line. So it's not from A to B, there's A and B with C at the side, if you get me, if that makes any sense. I don't know if I'm talking gibberish or not. If you saw the inside of my organ, it looks like spaghetti junction in there. There's very much a lot of wires and things inside that organ. I ought to get some pictures printed so I can always show people what it looks like inside and what parts I talk about. I think it's something I might do and get them laminated and so I don't have to take the organ physically apart to show you what it looks like inside. But it's all working on the principle of whether the air is allowed out or whether the air is staying in the system and just going out of the atmosphere, or the air is pushed through the pipe or not. The roll can tell the organ what to do that, or the MIDI system can tell the organ to do that. And with the MIDI files, you know, anybody who says, well, this should be it should be an original instrument, you should only play music rolls, you should not modernise it by adding a MIDI system. Well, yes, okay then, but then how do you think the music is arranged that you're playing on this, right? You're playing this with music on it. If it's music that's been made within the last probably 30 years, you can probably be standing a good chance that somebody's arranged that music on a computer and sent it to an automatic punching machine. And they're not sitting here going for each hole in the paper like they used to. Like sometimes they are. I do have rolls that have been punched one hole at a time, bang, 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 like Morse code. But this is not the usual way they get done nowadays. There's some specialist people and some individuals are. Like, I'd like to have a go at roll punching. I think that would be cool. I kind of want to have a go at just one time to see what it's like to punch a song out myself with a punching machine by hand or via a foot operated machine, you know. So I want to appreciate what the people in history were doing, and they would even arrange the music that way too, with a ruler, pencil and ruler. They'd take the paper, they'd take the paper roll like this. In the olden days, you'd take the paper across here, and you'd have a ruler, you'd make lines. They'd make lines all the way across it like this, like one bar, like one beat, every 4 beat of the bar or whatever, split it up into 4, make all the divisions, and make a grid, usually it'd be a stencil or a template that would make with all 20 holes here, so you'd know where to draw your line. And then you'd take your ruler and your stencil, move it across and draw your line. Draw a line here with a ruler and a pencil as to where you want the note to be. And then you'd take the paper through a foot-operated or hand-operated machine and physically bunch every hole. And that's the old way of doing it. Very time-consuming. But it would be fun to try doing it like that, just to get the experience of it. But nowadays it's done usually by a machine that either punches the hole or laser cuts the hole. So there you go. So hopefully that helps you. How often do you have to tune the organ? Not so very often. My organ's pretty good, even though I travel a lot with my organ. This make of organ is a Raffin organ from Germany, and the nature of this particular make of organ, I find they tend to be quite well in tune. Yeah, they stay in tune. I have to occasionally look at the tuning and check, because maybe 1 or 2 might have gone away from it, and then so far I've tuned my organ about 3 or 4 times since I've had my organ, but most of that time have been to readjust it, to make it different than it was before, to play with it, to see what I like the best, to see what type of tuning that I prefer. Yeah. Can you play any jazz or music, jazz or blues? Yes, I can certainly play jazz or blues music. So, let's have a look. Let's have a tune then. I can't play for too much longer because I don't know about my neighbour, and I don't want to push it too far, because I haven't had any feedback, but I haven't had any bad feedback, put it that way. But I don't want to piss my neighbour off. No, jazz music. Let's see, I haven't personally arranged any jazz music. but I know someone who does. Let's have a look here. See here, jazz and blue music. Let's see here. I have to see here. And that was a different one. Oh no, I have. Sure, I have that on here. I'm trying to think now. I'll tell you this one. This is quite a good one. This is quite a good one here. It's a honky donka train. I think this one might suit. Finding another one. No, that one honky tonk train. Let's see. I'm trying to think. I know. I got this one on roll as well, but I'm not sure exactly where the roll is at this minute. It's over there somewhere. I'll play the MIDI file. No. Alright, 50 likes, you like. So I have to think how much do I stream? And 3 minutes, 4 minutes. There's an hour and a half I've played. Because I didn't play any before I started streaming. So that I would know how long I've been playing my whole. I think I play until 8 o'clock and then I stop. And then I need to ask my neighbour in the next day or two if I was okay to play to this late. Because I don't want to annoy my neighbours. Going crazy with the wheel, yes. Why not? It's good fun to do that one, it's good. So let's see. You love that song, is it? Yes, you. Can you play Englishmen in New York? Yes, I can, but I have it only on roll, I think. I don't think I have a version of that on MIDI files. No, I don't. So, I get the roll. I think I know where it is. I think I have an idea where that is, because I saw it before when I was looking through my rolls. And right there it is here. Whoa, that's Leafy boy. Hiya. Hello. Pussycat. Hello. Yes, I have my cat back now. I do. So, let's have a look. Okay, so this one's not any wheel tricks. You can't crank backwards on a roll because all that happens is that's all you happens when you crank backwards to a roll is you end up playing a continuous note. It doesn't work the same as when you do it with the MIDI. So. Englishman in New York. And I think that would be a good place to quit playing Renee, because I don't want to annoy my neighbour. And I don't know if I do annoy my neighbour. I need to find out before I annoy him. I don't want to annoy him. I'm new here still. I haven't heard anything bad. So far, so good. But I'd rather make sure that I'm not making him have any problems with the noise. I'd rather be on good terms with a neighbour. So I will stop there with Renee, but I will carry on with your question. There, English banger. You need a license for that sharpness. Where is the monkey? I think it's upstairs still in a bag from me moving, because I say I've only moved here. Is it arranged by Krause? Yes, that's right. Was it always green? Yes. Yes, the instrument sounds like a flute. What gives it its sound? Don't say the lady cranking it. No, well, in the lots of different organ pipes have names. Different registers have names. And on this organ, funnily enough, these pipes here are the flute pipes. Yeah, the flute pipe and the celeste pipe, which is slightly different than the flute, just playing on its own. So my organ has two, every note in the front here has 2 notes per pipe. It has 2 notes, 2 pipes per note. That's the way round I want it to say. So, for example here, so they call this a celeste sound. The celeste sound. Difficult for me to play it by myself because I don't have a second person to rank for me the note that I need. Hang on, I have an idea. Tuning. So there, I can just turn the and this one will play. And this here. Hang on a second. Now here we'll play there. Right here. And this. There's a difference. And this is a Celesta pipe. So they have one in tune and one slightly out of tune. So playing together, just kind of like this, is called a Celeste sound, which just makes it more sound like a flute than not. So it has a bit of a stronger sound when you have the two wind pipes playing. Out. Let's see. No, that's over there. Like a chorus. Yeah, that's it. Told you she had one. See, I told you she had one. Yeah. Thank you for being here. I sit the savvy organ. I was forced to play the piano. Yes, forced. And it developed into an electric guitar. I'm sorry that you were forced into an instrument. I don't ever think that's the right thing to do, to force someone to play an instrument. But I think, you know, if you have an interest in music, it's good to encourage it in what you play, because then you might get really good on it. See, for me, I've learned several instruments over my time, like manual musical instruments. My most, I would say the one I'm the best at playing manually is the drums. So there's not a tuneful instrument, but it's a rhythmical instrument, and learning the drums has helped me immensely in my arranging work in terms of rhythms and knowing how to build rhythms and knowing what would sound a good idea. Instruments I've learnt the flute, clarinet, saxophone, trumpet a little bit, but not so much. I did a bit with the trumpet, not so much. Keyboards, I never had lessons. I wanted to learn the piano, but the piano lessons were too expensive, so my parents said, so I didn't take piano lessons. I have a keyboard though. I still have the keyboard. This is old. My parents bought me this when I was 15 for Christmas. So this is the keyboard. And it still works 25 years later. And it's still working as well as the day I got it. So I can play with that, but I can't play like really good. I can dabble a tune out of it. But for me, I know how to make music better on the computer and put it together, and then get Renee to play it when I crank it. Because for me, it's better, because then I play without mistakes. And so long as I didn't put mistakes in the MIDI file, there won't be any mistakes on the performance. So that's a good thing about doing it that way. So that was my mother's dog. Now, so let's see. I can't see your messages so well because I don't see my computer from far away, so I apologise. And just so from here, let's see. Nice button. Nice to see you and your organ again. And I have something else here. You do the same thing on the 12-string guitar. Yes. That's it. Do you actually play that thing as like a player piano or what? Well, a player piano has a roll with paper and holes in it, and that's what this is as well, a paper roll with holes in it. So yeah, it does play a little bit like a piano there, I guess, a little bit. It's a simple principle. Yeah. You didn't say a quick. No, you didn't. I didn't. Yeah. Broken connection. Oh well. Well, thank you everyone for watching me today. I will cut it there.